Do you see the camera? Do you see it? Say hi. No? Okay, that's fair. So I adopted a cat. If you saw my last vlog or follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a couple of pictures and kind of teaser clips of Leo by now. He normally doesn't mind being held. I don't know what his vibe is today, but this is Leo. He is about 5 months old, the vets think, and is a domestic short-haired cat. They don't know exactly what breed. I tried to look into it online and there seemed to be a ton of like mixed, not opinions, but I guess it seems like he could be a couple different breeds specifically. So I don't know, maybe I'll do one of those like stupid $100 DNA testing kits for your cats. I haven't even done that for myself, but that could be a really funny video. I adopted him probably 2.5 weeks ago by the time that you guys are seeing this. So I do have some clips from the actual day that I went to go get him, and I'll insert those now.
Grab some towels and blankets real quick.
You gotta see this camera, bud. You gotta make us money.
He has a blanket he would like, so much as okay. Because they watch. He's so small.
He's a lot smaller than the photo that is.
I agree. I thought he was gonna be like 2 or 3 times the size, honestly. Hi! Would that technically be? I guess it wouldn't be.
Give the promotion
down there.
Yeah.
Also, look at this.
I got a connection to that.
Is it toast?
No. They're little sushi. They're cat name toys. And then this little caterpillar. Because I thought they were cute.
That is cute. Thank you. Hi. Oh, you get them sitting on baby ticket. Okay.
I'm on
Honestly,
8%.
our parents are canceled. Hey, puppy. Oh, you look so upset.
He's just chill. Like, he doesn't cry. He doesn't do anything. He just sits there.
That's good.
Hi. Oh.
Hey, I'm sorry I missed you guys. I was in the shower.
It's like,
What's
she
she drowned?
Okay.
It does look like she drowned.
Oh, hi, Leo. Oh, hi, baby.
That was really funny.
Oh my God, you've got an avocado.
Right?
Oh my goodness, you got beautiful coloring.
His chest is a lot lighter than his arm, or like than his, like he has a like almost tiger-like pattern on his chest and belly. It's a lot lighter.
Oh my God, what a little tiny duper. Oh, if he sleeps on the pillow, I'm gonna lose my shit. He puts his head on the avocado and I'm done.
You might be done.
He's so easy.
Amy, he's so.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. You found it. You love the avocado.
Do you already love the camera and the avocado?
Yeah. He's very cute.
He is cute. Have you put him up on your bed?
No. Not yet. We literally just got home like maybe 25 minutes ago.
Yeah. He's gonna tire himself out here.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Hi. Oh.
They're so.
It's still daylight looking out there.
That's just like streetlights. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I was saying, I just wanted to wait a couple of weeks to introduce you guys to him, just to double check that he was healthy and happy and adjusted well in my apartment in DC. God forbid something went wrong, or I don't know, like I just really wanted to make sure that he was settled and okay before I made this like a more public thing, I guess. If you've watched my channel for a long time now, you might know that I have 2 cats at my mom's house and have grown up with cats my entire life. So I'm very familiar with how much work they are, how often they need to go to the vet, like how to properly take care of them. I've cleaned up more cat vomit than I could ever quantify in my life, so I feel very ready to take on this responsibility, I guess. What I'm trying to say is I'm sure that there are always going to be small things that I can do to give him a better quality of life, but as a whole I feel prepared and ready to take care of a cat. But that being said, I really did want to film this video, not only to introduce him to you guys, but for my own memory as well. Even though cats are pretty low maintenance, they're still a really big time commitment. This is realistically at least the next 15 years of my life, which is so insane to think about. And 15 years from now I'll be 38, which is so disturbing. By 38 I would like to assume that I'd be married with kids by then. That is such an unsettling thought to me, that this cat's gonna live through me getting married and having kids, because I don't think I've even met my husband yet. I cannot conceptualize the fact that in 15 years I'll be able to look back at this video of the exact time that I adopted him, when he was so small and just like probably not even into his full personality yet, if that makes sense. So I really wanted to film this just to have the memory and kind of document this entire process for myself. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell in this clip versus like the ones that you saw from earlier, but I think he's adjusting pretty well. He's definitely a lot bigger than he was even 2 weeks ago. I feel like he's filled out a little bit more. I used to be able to really feel his rib cage when I was petting him, and obviously I still feel it now, but it doesn't feel as bony, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's definitely a positive improvement. And when we first brought him back, his stomach was super upset. He had a lot of congestion around his nose and his eyes, which he still has a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as it was like 2 weeks ago whenever I first brought him home. He does have an appointment later this month with a local vet just to make sure that he's still doing well, and he needs most of his vaccines still. He needs to be fixed at some point. I think he's still a little bit too young for that. That's something that I'll definitely defer to the vet's judgment, but I feel like usually cats are around 6 months when they get neutered or spayed, so he has like another month or so, maybe 2, until he's ready for that. But obviously going to be doing all of that. Like I said, not super ideal that he has to wait another couple weeks before going to the vet, but I actually adopted him from another vet office, so before I picked him up they were able to run most of the really important tests to make sure his liver and kidneys, blood work, all of that came back normal. So it's not like he's never had any medical attention, he just needs his vaccines and to be fixed, like I said. So all good on that front. This probably wasn't super clear in the clips either, but my little sister works at a vet in Pennsylvania, and that's where I ended up going to get him from. She always sends pictures of like stray animals that come in to my dad and I. So she's been sending more and more pictures of these tiny little animals that come into her office that need homes. And eventually she sent a picture of Leo, and he was obviously very cute, and I was like, shit, I really want that cat. I don't know like what came over me, but something about this one, I just like really wanted him. And so I just kind of like kept in contact with her over the weekend. I think she originally sent a picture of him on like a Friday, and I was like, okay, like he's really cute, like let me know what the vet says, like I want to hear how his health is, because obviously I'm gonna do whatever he needs to be healthy, but I'm not gonna take on something that I know will be really hard for me to do. Like if he needed multiple surgeries right off the bat, or you know, like something like that. And luckily his health results came back pretty normal. He had a little bit of an upset stomach and just some like congestion around his nose and his eyes, which I feel like is very common, especially for shelter animals or rescue animals, just because they're in an environment with so many other animals. I feel like that happens every single time you adopt an animal pretty much. So those seemed like things that I could handle, in my opinion, and was like starting to really consider getting this cat. She was sending me so many photos and videos of him. And she had another shift at work that Sunday, I think, and ended up FaceTiming me and just like showing me him through FaceTime. The vet was in the room, and this is where things like kind of spiraled out of control a little bit. I think there was a slight miscommunication between my sister and I, because and this is partially on me, partially on her, and I can say that because she's my sister. I at one point put in our group chat with her, my dad, and I, like, oh my god, I would drive up to Pennsylvania to get him right now. It's not that I wasn't serious about driving to Pennsylvania, but I was not ready in that moment to actually go get a cat. I hadn't talked to my roommates yet. I didn't own a litter box. I had like plants on the floor of my room that are toxic to animals, like so many little things like that that I was not prepared for yet. So I ended up FaceTiming her because I was under the impression that this was just like, do you want to see him? He's really cute type of vibe. And the vet was in the room. She like asked if I had any questions, and I was like, yeah, I have questions on why you think I have questions, first of all. But I did ask her about like his general health, if he'd be okay living in an apartment, and you know, all of that good stuff. And at the end of the conversation, she just like kind of casually mentioned, she's like, okay, like I transferred it to your name, like let me know when you can come and pick him up. And I was like, oh my god, wait, like I haven't talked to my roommates, like I like can't come get him today, like this is a lot. So I hung up from FaceTime feeling very overwhelmed. I talked to my roommates, they were fine with it. I had to go to like Petco and get stuff to take care of a cat, clean my room, remove all the plants, like I said, like all of that stuff. So once that all kind of settled, I scheduled a time to go get him. I think I drove up that Tuesday evening after work to go get him from my sister's office. So that's who you saw me talking to in the clips, if that wasn't super clear. I feel like she hasn't really been on my channel, but that was my sister. And I do want to quickly touch on the whole social distancing, crossing state borders situation. First, DC had taken Pennsylvania off their mandatory quarantine list, I think 2 days earlier before I went. I had just gotten tested for the virus and came back negative. If you guys watch my work week in my life videos, you might know that I am back full-time in my office pretty much. So I've been trying to get tested every like 2 weeks or so, just to triple check that everything is good. And I'd actually gotten results back that Tuesday morning that said I was negative, so I felt comfortable going up to see my sister. She had just tested negative for her college. I didn't come in contact with anybody besides my sister and her roommate when I was there, who obviously have the same germs. She had just tested negative as well and was completely comfortable being in the car with me. Leo is actually in his own little area of the vet's office as well, just because he was a stray cat and didn't have any vaccinations, so he couldn't be near any of the other animals, I guess. I don't really know, I'm not a vet, but I wanted to quickly touch on that because I'm sure the way that it was pieced together, it looked a little bit dodgy, and obviously I care about keeping my sister safe and everybody else around me safe, so just wanted to touch on that. So yeah, that's pretty much the adoption story. I brought him home after. He did really well in the car ride, shockingly, considering it was 2 hours going like 65 on the highway. I was so concerned for him, but he took it like a champ. It ended up just working out really well, and it was really cool that my sister got to be so involved and we kind of got to do this together. Obviously I really trust her in terms of like making sure that he was healthy and okay to come home with me and all of that good stuff. He's adjusted really well. He's been here for like 2 weeks or so now. This is definitely his room, not mine anymore. The bed is his, the chair is his. It is completely Leo's world. I just happen to also live here at this point, but he is such a good boy. He really loves playing fetch, which is so cute. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story the other day. None of my cats that I grew up with ever played fetch. They would absolutely never do that, so it's so crazy that he does it, but it's so cute and I'm really, really grateful to have him. So yeah, I feel like I've been rambling for a really long time, but I just wanted to introduce him to you guys because you'll be seeing him in the background of vlogs and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for watching and for all of your kind messages on Instagram from the few times that I've posted about him. It really makes the entire thing so much more exciting. And yeah, I think that that's pretty much everything for this week's video. I'll be posting vlogs again next week, but just wanted to introduce him like I said. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.